So I just beat Mina the Hollower the demo. It's like I spent like 30 minutes on it. Pretty short, but this is a game I'm really excited for. I really like Shovel Knight and other some other stuff that Yacht Club games have done. So I was excited for this. My only hesitation was that I'm not a big fan of 2D Zelda games, just because I am stupid and you know I get lost pretty easily when there's not like a waypoint telling me what to do. And those games are very much so like puzzle based and and all that type of stuff. So I get lost very easily. But the demo, at least here, was pretty linear, and actually really fun. I'm very excited for this game. I'm definitely gonna pick it up. I played this like once and a half. I got the footage for this after beating it the first time. This time I chose the swords, but I did my first time play with the whip, and I think that's probably what I'll go for, just because I think it's what's on the cover, so I sort of want to use that. Um, but yeah, I really liked it. So I guess the first thing is this. This is kind of the news, but this is like the only like. Is it the only? There might be like one other one, but it's like one of the only like real 120 FPS games on the Switch. I think it is the only full one. I know that like the Welcome Tour has like a mini game, but like doesn't really count. It's also not like a fucking game. But it looks really good, especially in handheld mode. The awesome, my fucking alarm. The like the colors and and all that type of stuff are very reminiscent of like Link's Awakening. It's going for that GBA style, almost to its detriment. And what I mean by that is there are definitely times where I would have loved to do something diagonally, and you just can't. You're forced to attack in up, down, left, and right, and stuff like that. But that's something I think I'll just have to get used to. I think most people who are already familiar with these type of games probably don't care about. Like a sweeping move, which maybe that you'll unlock that later on, which can cover more angles around you, would be really nice and stuff like that. But again, maybe that's something I'll unlock later on. And overall, the game just feels very nice to play. The music in Yacht Club Games fashion is very good. Nothing that I'm adding to my playlist, but I was definitely pausing for a second, being like, "Hey, it's pretty good," you know. Um, and the pixel art and just overall presentation is very nice. It's not exactly Game Boy Color, as you can see with the backgrounds here. I think that's a little bit more detailed than something the Game Boy Color was capable of. But it's very clear that they are going for that Link's Awakening style presentation. I think it works really well, even blown up on a nice monitor like I got here. I wonder how it look on a TV. I think the only other complaint I have actually isn't with the game itself, but with the Switch. So the Switch One's D-pad, everyone knows, or sorry, well, oh yeah, the Switch One on Joy-Cons, D-pad, and the Pro Controller sucks ass. Like genuinely, it's just bad. There was hope that with the Switch 2, they would have fixed the issue with misinputs, like accidentally pressing up or down. Maybe they did something, but I haven't noticed it. I'm still always accidentally pressing up or down. You notice it especially on games like Tetris. But even when I'm playing like this game, obviously I don't want to use the fucking. I don't want to use the thumbstick. I mean, maybe some people are used to that, but it's like with a game like this where it's not useful, and I'm gonna be way more likely to accidentally press a direction I don't want to on a thumbstick. I'm forced to use a D-pad, and the D-pad on the Pro Controller just kind of stinks. I'm sure. I mean, I'm definitely gonna buy this game on Switch too, but maybe if I replay it on the PC with like an Xbox controller, which maybe it's a hot take. I actually really like the Series S D-pad. I like that it's clicky. I like that it's easy to press diagonals. But regardless, maybe it would feel better on there. Um, I think we're in a really sad state of affairs when it comes to D-pads. The PlayStation D-pads have always been awful. The Xbox isn't great. The best one they had is probably the newest one. The one on the 360 may have been shaped like a traditional D-pad, but it definitely didn't feel like it. And I think the best D-pad as of recently was still the Switch Lite, which obviously I'm not fucking playing on a Switch Lite, so kind of pointless. But yeah, that's nothing to even do with the game. So back to the game itself. It's fun. You should definitely, if you have a Switch One, if you have a PC, which I think are where the demos are. Maybe there's a demo on Xbox and PlayStation. I'm not entirely sure. But if there is, please check this out. It's super short. Like I said, even if you're like me who doesn't love traditional top-down Zelda games like this, I saw it a lot of fun. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think it comes out October 31st on Halloween. And the game definitely matches that vibe with the whole, at least the first level matches that vibe with like, like the you're going to like this castle in the night or whatever, and stuff like that. So great time. I definitely recommend it.